You feel a tickle on your ankle. Nothing hurts. And that's the trick. Your brain says, this is blood thief. Because movies taught you that. Pause that thought. This little tube has razor jaws, anti-clot chemistry, and a modern job that keeps fingers, ears, and even lips alive. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know when to fear, when to chill, and why hospitals literally order this worms. Enjoyed this? Then tap like, and tell me how you feel in the comments. Every reaction helps me bring you more amazing content. First, let's start with basics. Leeches are segmented annelids, cousins of earthworms, built in rings and wrapped in muscles. Two suckers do the work. A big rear sucker for grip, and front sucker for feeding, or anchoring. Some species carry 3 tiny saw jaws, each lined with dozens of teeth. Together they carve a neat Y-shaped cut. Others don't drink blood at all. They hunt small worms and snails and swallow them whole. To a leech, you're a walking buffet. Warm skin, tiny vibrations, and a hint of body chemistry. Leeches read those signals like a dashboard, then choose. Habitat is everything. River edges, marshy trails, and wet leaf litter. That's their zone. In water, they ripple side to side. Smooth, almost elegant. On land, they inchworm. Front sticks, back pulls. But no, most won't chase you across dry ground. You will not feel a leech bite. That painless bite? It's chemistry. Leech saliva acts as anesthetic. So you don't feel the cut. It has vasodilators. So blood flows easier. It has hyaluronidase. So the mix spreads through tissue. And the star, hirudin, it blocks thrombin. We call it the clot maker, so the wound keeps oozing after the leech drops. Some species add kaolin to stop platelets, and in others, hamentin helps dissolve fibrin, the mesh inside clots. Picture a reattached finger, artery sewn, blood goes in, but tiny veins are swollen or damaged, so blood can't get out. That's venous congestion. Tissue suffocates while it waits for new veins. A leech is a living drain. It sips just enough. Then saliva keeps microbleeding going, buying hours while tiny vessels regrow. Hospitals order sterile and farm-raised medicinal leeches, and in many countries they are regulated like medical devices. Quick note, this video is for educational only, not medical advice. Inside a leech is a helpful bacteria called Aeromonas. It helps them digest blood. In clinics, doctors pair leeches with targeted antibiotics, sterile technique, and strict disposal. DIY leech therapy? Hard pass. If you're outdoors and get bitten. Remove safely, clean well, watch for infection, and if you're immunocompromised, talk to a doctor. Here's the bite sequence, quick and clear. Front sucker tests the skin. Jaw saw a tiny Y. Saliva floods in. The leech takes a small meal, then drops off heavy and full. The ooze continues, not because it's still there, because hirudin lingers. Normal? Yes. Dangerous? Rare, unless you disturb the wound. Or you've got a condition that complicates bleeding. You will see some tips online, saying put salt, fire, harsh chemicals. The problem, they make the leech vomit into the wound, and that raises infection risk. Better plan. Slide a fingernail, or a blunt card under the mouth. Break suction front first, then lift the rear sucker. Clean. Compress. Move on. Why 3 jaws? Faster Y cut that doesn't clog. Why anesthetic? You don't swat what you can't feel. Why anticoagulants? A tiny animal can't afford a pump failure. It needs smooth flow every time. And that inchworm gait? It grips slick plants and river stones like a pro rock climber. Quick roll call. Because bloodsucker is not the whole story. Some leeches cling to fish gills, in streams and ponds. Others, in Southeast Asia, hide in leaf litter waiting for hikers. Predatory ones? They gulp down soft-bodied prey whole. No blood, just lunch. So no, the headline isn't just bloodsucker. It's specialist. Leeches are essential in nature. It feed fish, turtles, birds. Their currency in the food web. Moving between hosts and habitats, they move nutrients too. Tiny body with a huge job. In streams, certain leech species help biologists to read water quality alongside other indicators. Biggest you'll likely hear about is the giant Amazon leech, fully stretched, close to 1/2 meter. Smallest, barely the width of your pinky nail. And yes, a few leeches parent their young. They carry them on the belly like a living daycare. If you like biochemistry, this is candy. Hirudin targets thrombin, the clot switch. Kaolin keeps platelets from clumping. The first responders don't pile up. Hyaluronidase opens the door through tissues. So the mix spreads where it needs to. In some species, like giant Amazon cousin, the hemantine helps dissolve fibrin, the mesh in mature clots. Drug companies study these molecules to design precise anticoagulants. Medieval medicine used leeches for everything, often wrongly. In the 20th century, we learned where they actually help. And by the 2000s, reconstructive surgery brought them back, with strict protocols. Old myth said, more blood equals more cure. Modern truth is lean and precise. Relieve venous congestion now, while the body rebuilds the exit routes. Hiking in leech country? Wear tall socks, close your cuffs, and put a little repellent on your boots. If one finds you, don't panic. Slide a card under the mouth, break the seal, then lift the backsucker, clean and compress. The wound can look dramatic, but for healthy people it's usually just a cosmetic bleed. Dogs love splash in streams, and leeches love that moment. Check paws and bellies, remove like you would on yourself, and don't panic. If a bite keeps oozing and doesn't settle after basic care, that's when you call to a pro. The ooze is the point. Saliva keeps it going for a while. Cover with a clean dressing, change as needed, and avoid scratching. Red flags are simple. You see spreading redness, fever, unusual pain. That's when you seek care. Do leeches chase you for meters on dry ground? Not really. Do they drink liters? No. Small meal, big effect. Do they crawl into places you are scared to imagine? Rare and habitat specific. Normal clothing solves that worry. Do they cure everything? Absolutely not. They solve one surgical problem brilliantly, and nature gave them the tools. Every time we say simple parasite, the leech says, hold my hirudin. Engineers copy its suckers to make new adhesives. Pharma studies its enzymes for safer blood thinners. Surgeons trust its biological plumbing to buy time when time is everything. So, villain or medical ally? You've got the calm now, and the steps to handle both. Need a 1-minute checklist you can screenshot? It's in the description. Drop a comment, your country plus leech story. I'll reply with local prevention tips. And if you want the surgery side with real cases, no gore, say leech case study, and I'll make it next.